Hi guys, welcome to our channel, the Family Business Channel. Chris will be joining us in just a minute. I'm Tanya Miller.
Hello guys, I'm Chris. How you doing today? Happy holidays, everyone.
Right. We are making this video to let everybody know how we're doing with week 2 of starting the courier business. Guys, we also wanted to let you know that this channel is not just for this business because we own a few businesses, but to let you guys know about business in general, business moves, business models, structures, about the good, bad, and the ugly. Um, this channel is to help those um, who are starting with little to no capital and no help actually. So we wanted to let you know what our struggles was um, with our business ventures.
Yeah, guys. First of all, I want to say that business is a difficult thing. Business is a hard thing. Like you got gurus and people on the internet always telling you, "Hey, you can start this business very easy. You see returns," and man, that's a lie. Business is stressing, especially if you don't got capital, especially if you're gonna start from the bottom up. I'm originally from Jamaica. I've been in the States almost 6 years, and I've been with my wife almost all of that 6 years. And I met her with our first business, you know. She's one of the smartest women I know when it comes to finding out stuff. Very knowledgeable. Yes, my passion was photograph. I was doing photograph on a cruise ship for a few years. When I came here, I started doing it, and since the pandemic, it's like it really it didn't really slow it down, but it kind of put it to a stop. I just take my mind off it, and then we try something else. And now we're in this courier business. We do our homework, and yeah, it's a very ethical business. We got our first van. We started with this business. We joined partner with this business, this courier business. They were charging by the pack per package.
Per package.
Yeah, they weren't paying for mileage. And I thought we could have worked with them, but after getting our first two paycheck, I said, nah, it's not worth it, guys. It's just more mileage and fast mileage on the car, less pay. So we're waiting on our MC number right now. We're gonna go big, and we'll be telling you exactly how to go big. That's the best way. You just gotta go big. You gotta get everything you need. These small ones ain't gonna do it.
No. Just to give you some numbers, our first van, first of all, it was very hard to find a van in our area. And then we just, persistence, whatever you want to call it, prayer, we just lucked up and found a place. And that's all they sell is in vans, is right in our area. But we got a reasonably good deal on it. If you guys are looking to purchase a van, make sure you go in there knowing your bit, knowing your stuff, and just don't accept anything that people are trying to throw at you. Make sure you test drive
True.
these vehicles. True. Because we don't buy our cars brand new. We haven't reached that level yet. So we're still buying pre-owned cars. So make sure you give it a good run because the first van we test drive, we believe had some transmission
Yeah,
issues.
most of these one has transmission problem, guys.
Hmm.
So make sure you press on that gas real hard.
When you test driving it,
They look pretty, they fix them up, but the transmission, that's where the problem
they
is.
shine them up. They shine the motors up.
Yeah.
They don't have any dust on them under there. But make sure you take it on a long test drive. And if you do, you start pressing the brake and the gas, you'll start hearing the transmission problems or any other
Hmm.
problems for that matter. The clunks and the things they wiped off the dashboard, the lights will start coming on, and you guys will get your warning signs. I mean, just don't be so excited that you just signed a deal and it end up costing you in the end. To give you some numbers of what Chris was talking about, we partner with this one local logistics company. Just because now that we have the van, we're starting to accumulate bills for the business. We have rent and the phone service and van payments and insurance. So we got to get some money coming in. Everybody know how checks and balances equal out. You got to have something coming in. If you have something coming out, well, it's going to leave you in the red, and we're not going to go in the red. So we started our journey and just using this vehicle for business purposes with 26,000 miles. Here we are 2 weeks later, and we have about 3,000 miles added onto it. So we had 29,000 miles. So everybody knows that 3,000 miles is supposed to take you at least 3 months, and there we are in 2 weeks. So that is what we mean by it didn't make any sense for us to continue on because that's just the miles we're putting on the car.
Yep.
We're not talking about the places that he had to go, where the streets won't really paved and all that different stuff. You know, all that wear and tear in your car, the heavy loads and stuff with the heavy loads that he has that are individual boxed up, and you have different companies that you have to drop off to. There's no way you can tie those down to secure them so that you won't have any weight shifting
Yeah.
from front to back that will control will limit the amount of pressure you're putting on your front suspension and your back suspension, which can cause you to be replacing some stuff real quick.
Yeah.
So that was an issue for us. The second issue, uh, you know, the the different drops and stuff, and you don't have any help out there. You know, he had 63 boxes to unload. You're not getting paid by the hour. If the people do not accept the package, it could be the wrong address. They didn't expect it at that time. And what's the number of
We
things
get
you've been
paid
getting?
for that.
You don't get paid for returning it back to the store or warehouse. You don't get paid if you don't drop off a package. So our first week, we ended up with a few boxes held up in our van, and it's like, what do we do with that? Always,
Yeah.
how are we supposed to move forward if we holding up package? First of all, we have packages here. It's a liability. If something was to happen, then it'll be on us.
Hmm.
You know, that's the cons of this. The pros, I would say that you do get paid weekly. The second thing is you stay local. The third thing I would say is that if you having trouble starting with insurance, the commercial insurance is about 10 to 14,000. Um, you know, for the entire year. If you didn't have that to come up with, you started with no capital and you started just with personal like we did. We started with personal, so you can't go over the road. You can't, you can't just pick up people's stuff and deliver it and you don't have any coverage for it. You can, but you don't want to do that. If something was to happen, then you'll be totally responsible of paying for people's things and products, and they can say that the value is whatever. You know what I mean? It could be 10 reams of paper and that's $23, but by the time they're done, because it could be worth $300, $400, $500 to them. So that's some of the things that we came in contact with, and my husband is definitely right when he's telling you guys that business is hard. It takes persistence and determination, courage. If you don't have any partner, anybody to vent to, it can leave you feeling lonely sometimes because Like he said before him, and still have, we still have a staffing agency that we had for 11 years, and six of that I ran it on my own. It was definitely hard. No, you don't have anybody to talk to because we both came from nothing pretty much, And I just want to say that you only know that God can turn something into nothing into something. So it's got to be by the grace of God that we are here.
True.
Just want to say that only He can turn nothing into something. So, but we did. Both of us came from a background with anything. So we're making our own legacy. We are building our own capital as we go, and hopefully we can share our story with you guys and people that come from the same background that we came from. You know, a long time ago, I know that God spoke to me and said the only thing that I need was ambition and drive. Everything else He'll fill in the gaps with. So if I can encourage you to have ambition and drive, if He placed the dream on your heart, you have to activate and get that thing to work. However that means, you can get that thing to work. I want to leave you with this, and I'll turn it back over to my husband. But if I can encourage you to do anything, if you sincerely want to change your life, if you sincerely want to become financially stable, these are the things that I know now that I didn't know back then that I wish I knew. Um, Make sure you operate your business as a business and not a hobby. For 6 years before I met my husband, I was treating my business like a hobby. The checks were coming in, won't they, man?
Mm-hmm.
Big checks were coming in, but it was a hobby to me. I didn't have things set up, and I wasn't treating it like that. Even some of my clients was treating it like it was a hobby, won't they?
That's true.
Paying whenever they wanted to pay.
Yeah.
Now that I have it fixed up to where it's a business and it's totally legit, it's backed with insurances, and I've partnered with other companies that can solidify my business. I don't get any late checks anymore. I'll tell you that. So, and we're gonna keep dropping gems like this going forward on this channel to let you know. You'll be hearing mostly about the courier business because we started that as we started our YouTube channel, and we'll be going through that every now and then. We'll let you know some gems from the other businesses, which are photography business for my husband. He has a ride sharing company as well, where he, like a Uber type of thing. Myself, I have a staffing agency, also a mobile COVID and phlebotomy lab service. We started another one at the same time as we started the courier business, which is a home care business. So any gyms, and we're across different states. So any gyms we have, we're gonna drop them and see if we can help some of the people building from the ground up like we are.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna try and do a video like probably every week. If we get a chance to do it more than a week, we definitely do it because we're so busy during the week, and we try to make the weekends for our family. Especially now, we got a new we got a new family member.
Our grandson, our
Yeah,
first one.
our first grandson, so I'm a granddad. My wife is a grandmom. He's sleeping right now. Yeah, he's a new branch to the Miller family, and we introduced him a few. He's a few days old,
Yeah.
so we introduced him as soon as he's ready for the limelight. And I'm gonna drop some short videos along the week when I can. And right now we're set to go to be traveling um, in about a week
Mm-hmm.
or less. We're gonna do state to state. We're just waiting on our insurance. We already cleared it. We're just waiting on them to get back. As I said in the beginning, guys, the best way is just to go all out. Get your MC, get your um what's insurance?
Your commercial.
Your commercial insurance, and just take the street on.
If you already have a vehicle, if you don't already have a vehicle, we did find out this week that Enterprise Fleet, if you And again, guys, sorry we're so new to this. We'll learn how to do the descriptions and all that, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. So we're just gonna drop the gems, and you guys can go from there and do your own due diligence and do your own research. This week we found out that Enterprise has Enterprise Fleet Rental
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
for. We just did a quote on the 16-foot box truck. It's $1,600 a month if you need it for a month. But if you want to go ahead and start right now, and they will bill you at the end or bill you at the end of the month, they you have to pay them 18 cents a mile.
And the best thing is that they cover your maintenance.
They cover all the maintenance
Yep.
on their own vehicle.
Yep.
So of course they require the insurance to be the 1 million combined, which is, when I say combined, I had to look this up yesterday. $500 for property, 500,000 for property, 500,000 for bodily harm. So your insurance carrier will figure that out. Just that's all they need, and they need $100,000 for cargo insurance. Guys, that insurance is the most critical thing. If you're thinking about starting this from start to finish, I think you would be rolling. If you starting with $0 and you can save money, you can start in about 6 weeks with a regular driver's license and commercial insurance and renting an enterprise vehicle. If you had this, I don't know if you got taxes, whatever. Even if you're in school, you get that school money coming in. Whatever you could do, you can work for the next 6 weeks and just hurry up and do a career change. You can do it. It's about $2,500. I think you would need to start up front.
Yeah.
$2,500. That is your covering your first insurance and enterprise rental car.
Yep.
Okay. You could book loads, free loads. Make sure you join up with these cargo services, with these expediting services, because I got most of my knowledge off joining Facebook groups. And some of them are ugly up there, but a lot of them are dropping gems. Okay. But like I said, if you want to get started, like now, we want to get to it, and you don't have no money, you're gonna have to, in your current situation, you're gonna have to build up just a small amount of capital to get started. If you can get that 2,500 to 3,000 to start off the bat, you in the game. You started way better than we did, right?
Definitely.
And don't be going out there getting a whole bunch of quotes through third parties either, because the more you quote, they all linked, the higher that insurance rate going, right, babe? We started at $1,500,
Yep.
and we didn't have all the $1,500. We came back, it was $1,800.
Yeah.
Dang it! Now we got to go back and get $300 more. Came back with the $1,800. It went up to $2,000. Just checked yesterday. What was it? 22.
Mm-hmm.
So
22.
get your money first that you can get up.
As soon as I get that quote, you jump right there in that quote.
Right.
Because I guarantee it's gonna change tomorrow.
Right.
Even if you call, but the same agent is gonna go up like $100 or more.
And I see people saying that it matters what state you in, this, that, and the third. They're all connected. It don't matter what state you in. Some of them give higher rates, but our insurance carrier way in California.
Way in California.
Way in California. We're in South Carolina, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, they're way in California. How do we get that guy? But that's another thing I wanted to share with you guys. About $2,500 to $3,000 to get started if you don't have a vehicle. If you can't do that, I recommend that with your current vehicle, you do sign up for one of the courier services. But just do know that you can do it with your car, right? Chris sees several people with their cars in there. But it's going to take you a while to get that money up. Some hard work.
Yeah. Some long mileage.
Long hours to get that money up if you start from a blank. You know what I mean? If you just want to get your name out there. Business cards. You definitely going to need business cards. You can do that.
Most definitely.
Vista print, pretty cheap. You can do it, find anywhere online. If you guys need help with that, comment down below. We might can help you out with that because I do everything.
Yeah, I'm like the physical part of the business. She's the brain part. She's the one that finds the location where the job says. She's the one that connects the location. As soon as I drop off, she's the one that finds another route, another pickup, another drop off. She's the organizer for the business. I'm the physical. When she said, "Hey, B, we got one there," I go, I get the van ready, stuff like that, and I hit the road. And then when she's available, she hit the road with me, and which will be definitely documenting those road trips together. Definitely, and let you know that is because we're so excited to go on the road as a
Definitely a
couple.
game changer. Just
Yeah.
definitely a game changer for us.
So definitely we'll be doing that.
All right.
And
Make sure you hit the like,
today's
subscribe as well.
yeah, today's holiday, guys. So we're not gonna stay long with you. We we're gonna prepare ourselves for tomorrow, and tomorrow is back to work again. So most definitely, I'm asking you guys to have a great and a peace and a blessed day. Be safe, be focused, and be ready. Peace and love to all you guys. We'll get back to you tomorrow, my subscribers. Happy holiday to you guys, and peace out from the business family. Remember, the family that do business together stays together. Yeah? My wife will sign off for you guys.
Thank you guys again. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that like button, do a thumbs up for us so we can grow and help more people in our situations. Peace.